Welcome to your practice. I'm going to set up in a seated position. Sit in a position that's comfortable. If you prefer, you can also um, lie down. You can also stand up. Before getting started, let's feel really comfortable in this first position. Because today I want to do a practice for shoulders and hips. And if possible, put both of them together. As you are sitting or lying down or standing, connect to the base of your pose. Take about 3 breaths. Focus on the length of your pose. Take about 3 more breaths. And now focus on the balance in the pose. Weight distributed evenly. Now put all three together, the base of the pose, the length, and balance. Feel comfortable and feel confident. And 3 more breaths before we begin with our shoulder stretches. Okay, from this center, let's take the right arm out in front of you. And take your left hand and cup the forearm of the right arm. And do this for your shoulder. Keep your fingers stretched. Support your right arm so it's parallel to the ground. Keep the length of the body facing forward. And find a nice, suitable angle for the shoulder. The feeling inside this stretch is not comfortable, it's activated, and there's a willingness to be in this range for your shoulder. When you find that, 3 more breaths. Release your right hand and your left hand and place them on the thigh and take a couple recovery breaths. Extend your left arm and guide it towards an angle on your right side. Cup the left forearm with the right palm and find just the right intensity that activates your curiosity and breathing side by side. Stretch your fingers. Three more breaths. Release your hands, place them on your thigh, and take another 2 recovery breaths. Let's take the palms behind the head. Interlace the fingers if you wish. Lean the back of the head in your palms. Lift the thoracic spine up. Take your elbows back a little bit. Get into a place where curiosity and breath go hand in hand. And now continue 3 more breaths. Release your hands to the thigh and allow 2 recovery breaths. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your face. I'm going to take the hands in Namaste at the back. So, your hands can be here. Your hands can be here. Your hands can ride up. Your hands can turn either here or here. Okay? Your hands can also ride down. I'd like you to press the heel of your palm and the fingertips to activate certain points in the shoulders. See if you can feel all of your 10 fingers, 5 fingers against the other 5. And now take 3 more breaths. Release the hands, roll the shoulders, and we'll go through some side stretches. To balance the shoulders. I'm going to create a loose cross-legged position. Again, not comfortable, but enough to activate a certain area in the hips and the thighs. So kind of closer to butterfly, but cross the legs at the shins or at the ankles. Place your right hand down, turn your left shoulder up. Take the intensity that's right for the shoulder. Lift the elbow, mobilize your neck, or just enjoy a halfway position. You can get the stretch or the side if you want. You'd have to point your fingers towards that direction. Wherever you find your best application, I'd like you to pause and take 3 breaths. For this morning, I'm just going to be here and I'm going to turn the head in a slight angle. 3 more breaths. And come back to center. Place your hands on your body. Recover for 2 more breaths. Unwind if it's uncomfortable. Even in the discomfort, I like to rise up through the discomfort and engage in some neutralizing breaths. Let's take the left hand down, right hand on the hip, and begin the side bend. Ground the feet, confident in the seat. Right shoulder up. Maybe explore the side bend by stretching the fingers. If it's too much out of your comfort zone, I suggest you be somewhere about 75%. 75% if you are looking to maintain, 75% or more if you want a challenge, 50% if you're recovering, 33% if you're applying this shoulder routine for injuries. Adjust the angle of the head. Couple more breaths. And come back to center. Couple breaths here to recover. And we're now going to start with hips and shoulders. So I'm going to get into a lunge position and begin with the shoulders. Let's cross the legs, come onto all fours. Blocks can come in front. A downward dog if you would like to. Child's pose or rocking side to side. I'm going to begin with a lunge position, left leg forward. Open the hips in this lunge by using the legs effectively. The front knee over the ankle and a nice stretch in the quad. If you need blocks, For balance, you can be around here, and I would suggest staying in this low position using gravity. Use gravity to open the hips. About 3 breaths. This is too intense for me to add shoulders to the pose, so I'm going to lessen the intensity. I'm going to take the right hand up and over my right shoulder, and I'm going to take my left hand behind. You can use a strap here, or you can just grab your fingers and take the right shoulder up. I like it to take the variation that works for your body. And spread the front toes, ground the back toes, and take about 3 more breaths. Okay, want us to release now. Hands on the hips and do some light shoulder rotations in the other direction. And we're going to change legs for the other side. So I'm going to turn in front or turn to the other side just for some dynamics. Right leg in front, knee over the ankle, ground the back foot, spread the toes, put your hands on your hips, and really enjoy the confidence in your legs and in the ability to open the hips continuously using the legs, like the stretch in the squat. Steadiness in this leg. I'm going to now take the left hand over my left shoulder and take my right hand, either use a strap here or I'm going to try and grab the fingers. When you grab the fingers, it should feel like an anchor. If your breathing is disturbed or your sense of equilibrium has fallen out, we need to then take the props, adjust, take time to be stable. When you've established that steadiness, and peacefulness, then release. Place your hands on your hips lightly and just move that energy around in your shoulders. Let's bring the hands down and send the leg back. And then you could do a 3-legged downward dog, and it feels nice. Or you could just be on your knee and take the foot up and spread the toes Open the hips. Okay. Spread your fingers. Maintain balance. Do the other side. So this is a back bend, cobra spine, and a cobra twist, as well as a feeling of plank and three-legged downward dog all together in this pose. Okay, come back down, unwind the body, roll the shoulders, pigeon. Right leg forward, pigeon is in this position. Pigeon um, can have many variations. Use a block under the seat, right seat, or have no prop. Get into the pigeon position that addresses your body this morning. Address the lower back in between um, the hips, base of the spine. How would you like to direct your spine up? How do we want to get on with the tasks this morning? How do we want to overlook what we're doing? Stretch the abdomen, square your shoulders, soften the neck, soften your face. 3 more breaths. Use your arms for balance. It's okay to have a slight bend in the elbows. If you need to add shoulders here, put your right hand in front. You can use the block. Bend your left leg behind you. See if you want to hold the foot or the shin or hook over the top of the foot. The left quad here feels overly stretched, but it feels like a good stretch. Find a nice angle for your head. Try to not overuse any limb. See if you can place a sense of equalness in the hand in front, the arm behind you, the leg in front, and the leg behind you. And balance in that equilibrium stretch, breath. And then we're going to change over to the other side. So I like to turn over to the other side. Turning from side to side is nice for the brain. Come back to all fours. If you like plank, stretch it out. If you want to have your knees down, have your knees down. It's good. Turn over to the other side. Left leg. Take the blocks if you need. I'm not using the blocks for my variation of pigeon. Choose to hover and then take the time and set up the pigeon with, maybe you need the back bend first, maybe you need the stretch in the quad first, or maybe you need to settle the front leg. So your breath, allow your breath to guide what needs to happen first. I generally ground the feet right away and allow the body to take the shape. Add shoulders this way, just the arm, and that could be enough, with the left hand in the middle somewhere. Or find that spot for the left palm. If you like, bend that right leg, hold it, or use a strap, or hook it. There's a nice intense stretch for this back quad. It feels nourishing. My neck is soft, my face feels soft, and my hand in front is supporting the shape of this pose. It's as if I'm drawing the strength from this left hand. And right, because if I take my hand off the ground, I'm going to collapse. So I push my hand down and rebound the energy up. And now I'm getting my shoulders and my hips to help me for the day ahead. Help me conduct my tasks. Find that angle for the head. Take one more breath and then come back to seated. Okay, so before seated, maybe releasing from here, and we can just lie down. I would like to lie down in a cross-legged position. Roll the shoulders uh, on your back, shoulder blades flat. You can take a butterfly position and then slowly windshield wipe at the knees. Get the feet close to the hips. Take the twist in the angle that's best. Allow yourself to feel different angles in your body every day. The head in a different angle, shoulders, tilt of the hips, and then take the other side. I like to put the hand behind the head. It helps with the curvature from the skull to the shoulders. There's certain areas here that need to be supported, so I like my hand under the head. It offers that support. I like to squeeze the waist in my twist, a little detox, a little stretch for the organs. And then come back to center. I'm going to keep my hands behind the head and bend my legs. Um, if you like that, Shavasana is going to be like this. So I encourage you to find the support for the head. The tissues around your face, your neck, should be soft. So the energy coming from the brain to the spine, which is our nervous system, will Be equanimous. Support your head, support your shoulders, and allow the brain and the spine to be equanimous. You can lengthen your legs. At some point, if that's okay, release your arms. I take about 5 breaths more. I've closed my eyes. I see everything that was bright and green on the outside has transferred inside. And then wiggle your fingers and toes to come up to sit. Okay, so turn on your right side, put your left hand down, push the ground, and come up to sit. So this is about 30 minutes, a 35-minute session, or 40 minutes. I think it's 31 minutes. You don't need a long shavasana. So when you come up and sit, find that place of balance overall. So first of all, in the seat, or in the base of your pose, the length of your pose, and in the balance of this physical body, the weight of the physical body distributed evenly. Bring your hands together. Namaste.